Looks like another windy day today. Possibly a chance of showers. Oh, I've got water on the lens as well.
We're here.
Yeah.
Raining. I don't know. So far from here, there.
So we begin our journey through the drizzle at Agia Laguna, but felt confident that it would brighten up as the morning pushes on.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. Yeah, the magician's assistant in their dreams.
The scenery as we drove towards Knossos was first class. Huge mountains and rocky roadside cliffs.
And they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna say the words wrong, yeah. I got a lump in my throat.
A few hours later, we arrived at Knossos Palace. Now time to see what all the fuss is about. Knossos is the largest Bronze Age archaeological site on Crete and is considered Europe's oldest city. The site was discovered by a Greek fella in 1878, but it wasn't until English archaeologist Sir Arthur Evans and his team began excavating the site in 1900 that the palace began seeing the light of day. 35 tough years later, and the palace was excavated and even partially restored under the direction of Sir Arthur Evans. In Greek mythology, King Minos dwelt in a palace at Knossos. He had Daedalus construct a labyrinth in which to retain his son, the Minotaur. The myth of the Minotaur tells that Theseus, a prince from Athens, sailed to Crete, where he was forced to fight a terrible creature called the Minotaur. The Minotaur was half man, half bull, and was kept in the labyrinth, a building like a maze, by the king Minos, the ruler of Crete. The king's daughter, Ariadne, fell in love with Theseus. Before he entered the labyrinth to fight the Minotaur, Ariadne gave him a ball of thread which he unwound as he went into the labyrinth so that he could find his way back by following it. Theseus killed the Minotaur, and then he and Ariadne fled from Crete, escaping her angry father. Within the storerooms were large clay containers that held oil, grains, dried fish, beans and olives. Many of the items were processed at the palace, which had grain mills, oil presses and wine presses. Beneath the large clay containers were stone holes that were used to store more valuable objects, such as gold. The palace used advanced architectural techniques. For example, part of it was built up to 5 stories high. The Palace of Knossos was undoubtedly the ceremonial and political centre of the Minoan civilization and culture. It appears as a maze of workrooms, living spaces, and storerooms close to a central square. The palace was abandoned at some unknown time at the end of the Late Bronze Age. The occasion is not known for certain, but one of the many disasters that befell the palace is generally put forward.
of Doom. Da, da. Really, it's a proper cave. On the way back to the hotel, we stopped off at some caves, and it's a lot bigger and a lot more impressive than I actually thought it was going to be. I don't know whether you can even tell, I mean, it's just huge, this place. It's just incredible. And the views after the cave don't get much better than this. Thank you very much. Thanks. Very nearly went down on my arse then, and you can see the little ramp behind me up to the car. All the stones were a bit loose, so I tried to tread a bit carefully. You know what it's like, you start going, you just have to go with it. And there's big boulders at the bottom of it, so I had to just sort of launch onto them and just hope for the best. I came out unscathed. I like that word, unscathed. Ooh! The waves are a bit rough today. And we come back to some more decoration of the towels. Got ourselves a fish soup for starters. Seafood risotto. So this is our third course. We had soup, seafood risotto, and now a salad with fish. Well, we're full up on starters, and now we're hoping for a few slices of fillet. We actually got a whole fucking fish. Sorry about the swearing. The final course. Ice cream and what looks like chocolate flan. I feel so full. Oh my god. We made it slightly worse for ourselves because we didn't realise that the seafood menu thing special was in a different room, so we went to the same place that we normally eat, and we'd already helped ourselves to starters and ate it, and then we were told it's in the other room, so we went to the other room. The first starter was the fish soup, which we ate, and beyond that we couldn't finish a single plate, not even dessert. It was nice fish as well, to be fair.